Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developmental Psychology. I'm your instructor, Dr. Fu. I thought it would be really useful to go through the course overview as well as some tips and tricks so you are off to a great start for a successful semester. So let's get started. The first tip I would say to any successful online course would be your tools. So, one of the best tools, your best friend that you would have is Canvas. Everything is laid out in Canvas, going from the modules, the announcement, as well as calendar. So, definitely make sure that you take some time the first few weeks to get really familiar with it. If you're new to Canvas, there's a lot of orientation. Also, I'm happy to help and walk you through something. Don't feel like you need to struggle in vain. That would be kind of tip number two. Use your instructors, use your peers if you know them, or just reach out, ask questions. To boil it down really simply, developmental psychology is about looking at changes over different stages of life. How do children grow into adolescent and later into adults? For a lot of you, I know maybe studying children isn't your first preference. At some point in your life, you were a child, you were an adolescent. So I would really encourage you to use this course, use your experience, use observation you have in everyday life to really make the concepts yours and make it stick instead of just kind of memorizing theory after theory, because that's kind of boring and it's not really how you make things stick and make it relevant. So that's another tip I would definitely include as you go through this course. So, like I previously said, making Canvas your best friend is going to be 50% of your key to succeeding in the course. If you click on the syllabus function, once you enter the course, click on the syllabus on the navigation toolbar, you'll see course summary. So this is a good overview of all the assignments and the important deadlines that are coming up. Make this your best friend. Either incorporate this dates into an existing calendar that you're using, or use the calendar function in Canvas to keep track of all the courses that you're taking in the semester and kind of plan ahead. In Canvas calendar, you also have the option of adding other events. So one key to organizing the semester is to kind of make sure you don't drop any big events, big deadlines that you may have coming up. And since all the assignment in this specific course is open, I would actually encourage you to work ahead if you're able to. That way, if life happens and throws you a little curveball, you're not going to be too thrown off. And I perfectly understand that you don't have control over everything in life. So if something does happen, please do not hesitate to reach out. It is quite impossible to help catch you up if you haven't done anything, the night before grades are due for the semester. But I'm generally really flexible and I really have your best interests at heart. So please do feel free to contact me. If you need me to push an extended deadline, let me know ahead of time. It's a lot easier to kind of work with you, formulate a new plan if we just kind of plan around it. Some semesters tend to go really fast, so this is why I wanted to make sure that you have access to all the tools and assignments that you need to, and you can work according to your own schedule, because I know many of you have work or other responsibilities that may get in the way. So definitely plan and keep track. So lastly, I just wanted to give you an overview of Module 1. For many of the courses, really feel free to click on all the assignments, all the PowerPoint resources, any recordings that you may have, but click through the assignments, specifically the discussion boards, the CLA, and the quizzes. We don't have a discussion board for Module 1, but we do have a quiz, which is going to be focused on Chapter 1, the foundation of our course, and then a CLA, which is the Collegiate Learning Assessment. For those of you who may have been a freshman when you entered FSU, you might have done it. So a CLA is not like a research paper where you have to go find your own sources and formulate it. A CLA is actually, the documents are provided to you and you're thrown into a scenario. So I'll talk about number one. CLA number one is you serve the role as a daycare director and you're trying to determine whether or not you will incorporate technological tools at your daycare. So instead of searching about pros and cons of technology at a specific age and how it can help prep for kindergarten readiness, you will use the documents that are ready for you in the CLA. So, what that means is you're really being tested on critical thinking as you look through information. What are the valid, empirically credible ones? So, backed up by research and science, from a good source that's updated instead of just someone's feelings. And again, feelings and beliefs are very important. And at the same time, just because someone believes something, it doesn't mean that it's the truth and it can be generalized to everybody. So, as the daycare director, that will be your role to sift through that information and then come up with a decision about whether or not you will incorporate a specific app or software for your daycare center. So that's what CLA 1 is. Feel free to click on the assignment, look through it. If you have any more questions, please let me know. And students generally ask about the length of the CLA. That I don't have a specific word requirement. I would generally say, in order to do an effective job where you are thoroughly critiquing and incorporating information from the documents and formulating your own stance, at least 2 to 3 paragraphs and good paragraphs, kind of stating why you're writing to the parents, what's the information that you found, and then the conclusion, I guess. So for the CLA, as long as you do a good job, that you show me that you've done your best effort, for the first CLA, you will be awarded full credit. What I have done in the past is if you just write 2 sentences, I will give you the opportunity to rewrite it. So don't do that. Just give it a good effort, and I will provide critique to kind of help you along during the semester, as well as the second CLA later in the semester, which will be graded. Lastly, a little bit about the quiz. It is a 10-question multiple choice quiz, so fairly straightforward. It will be your first one, so give it a good try. If you struggle with it, give me a shout and we'll walk through kind of some studying strategies, preparing strategies, but it's not meant to grow you. You will be timed. It's a 10-question, 30-minute quiz with 1 attempt. So instead of just going through it, flying through it blindly, do study the PowerPoint, do read the book, check on the resources, and then when you do feel ready, use all of those resources. It is open book, but it is 1 attempt. So 30 minutes will be plenty if you are ready. It will not be enough if you're going through the books in the moment during the quiz. So just kind of a few tips on that. So that was just a quick summary of the course and just a brief explanation of some of the assignments that are coming up. Please feel free to email me, Canvas message me, or if you want to talk virtually, we can do Skype, or I can give you a call on your phone. Please do not hesitate to let me know. My role is to help you to have a successful semester. So if you are having any questions, concerns, really do feel free to contact me. So like this slide says, I will see you soon on Canvas and in our various assignment. I am looking forward to facilitating your learning this semester. So yeah, I guess I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.